What is it? The ice makers on fridges and whatever are always a pain in the ass.
Hit record, but I need to get...
You need your vampire juice.
Yes.
Rah.
I have a feeling I need a lot of vampire juice.
The extra large vampire juice. I don't know.
No, this one.
I don't think you do. But then again, we never know how these episodes are going to go.
Yeah.
We get on a tangent and talking about.
I don't know.
I
mean,
we're talking about cameras and badges.
There's a non-insignificant chance of Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
Because James Hong is in this one.
Yep. Yep. The ultimate that guy of old Chinese guys.
Yeah. What was it? Because he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He in an interview for it. He was.
Do you guys want? You got Apple Brown Betty?
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he's like 92 now or whatever. He's like, I feel like this is gonna be my big break.
Yeah, that's. You gotta like his sense of humor. Ooh, brown Betty,
Apple-lap. I think it's Brown Betty, Apple-lap.
Yeah. Apple-lap. That way you get to, while you're editing, you get to listen to us just chew messily into a microphone. Everybody's favorite.
Oh yeah.
The thing everybody loves and nobody complains about.
Well, it's ASMR, right?
Yeah.
This is the mukbang episode of...
Oh, no.
It'd be kind of funny to get if the Lego set was just a police blimp, because it'd just be build a big blimp.
Just police on the side, that's kind of it. Alright. You can have your Batman figure lean off the front of it, scream "I am the night" or whatever.
A platform for fighting on top.
Real considerate of the police to put a fighting platform on top of their room. I like the idea of the police being like, we need these police blimps to patrol the city and do police things. And like the budget guys are like, do we really need to have like a fighting platform on top of the blimp? And they're like, you know what city we are in? We're in Gotham. Somebody's gonna fight on top of those blimps. And if we don't have a fighting platform, then somebody's going to fall on those blimps. It's going to be our liability. Like, oh, right, yeah.
They're made by the same manufacturer that does the ones for the Rocketeer. So
yeah, it's fine. They have a real good rate.
Only somewhat funded by Nazis. It'll be fine.
Price you got to pay. We have a tangential relationship with Nazis, or the police budget is completely tanked.
Yeah.
Gotham.
Yeah.
These are the two options we have.
It is kind of funny how prevalent Sky Nazis are in movies.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Sky Captain of the World Tomorrow is about? I think so.
Probably.
Who could say? Nobody's ever seen it.
I saw it in theater.
Well, Marty, what is about Sky Nazis?
I don't remember.
Well, I don't even. Do we need to say anything about that?
I'm just saying that it's now that Node saw it.
Just no one remembers it. Is that better?
Probably not.
I think it's if anything, it's worse.
It's also
I saw
me.
Deep Blue Sea, but I at least remember Deep Blue Sea.
How much do you remember Deep Blue Sea? How much do you remember a Sam Jackson beer thing from the Bell Show?
Well, I mean, that is the thing I remember most from Deep Blue Sea, is Sam Jackson being eaten by a shark.
No, it's not that you saw Deep Blue Sea. It's that we saw Deep Blue Sea.
Well, the statement is still true.
Yeah,
I saw it. You were also there because it's my fault.
I've not seen it since. To be fair, and I can still tell you a rough.
It's a stupidly simple plot.
I haven't seen it, but I also know that LL Cool J has a parrot.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's as much as
Also,
the
he's
movie
the
as I
cook.
got.
For some reason, the cook has a parrot. That seems very unsanitary.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good idea, but that is the case.
It's what we call the special sauce.
Yeah.
So,
What's for dinner? The same thing that's for dinner every night. Bird shit stew.
oh, geez, the idea of the bird just being perched on the corner of the pot.
That's what the handle's for. Right, you know the handle.
No, exactly. But him just being perched on the corner of the pot,
Just asking steam bath.
and the cook just ignores it entirely. Just isn't aware of it, doesn't think about it, just completely ignorant of the whole scenario. And the bird just constantly shitting into the stew.
Love the sauna.
Just getting his fucking
Do you remember why the shark was so dangerous?
in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
The
No,
ship-
it's Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sky sharks.
I don't know if there are. I don't know if there are sharks in that movie. I've never seen it.
Me neither.
If they are, it's the Sky Captain, and they got much worse problems with Sky sharks.
Sky Captain Shark.
I mean, they might have planes with a shark's mouth drawn on the side.
Could be.
No, I don't think
They
so.
were super smart. I remember that.
It's
Because of Alzheimer's.
It was-
treatment.
Right.
Yeah, it's because the sharks are resistant to Alzheimer's, so they produce sharks with bigger brains.
Right, yeah.
It's like, wait, if you have genetic engineering to make sharks with bigger brains, why not genetically engineer against Alzheimer's?
I don't know.
Like, no, bigger brains than the shark. You must also remember that LL Cool J's hat is like a shark fin.
Which I don't know.
No one knows what it means.
I have no
It's
idea.
provocative.
But yeah. So is this where we talk about something else other than the episode for like an hour?
Deep Blue Sea and
Dark
how-
Souls?
Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow,
Yeah.
which you haven't even seen.
Just more proof that we can bullshit about anything.
All I remember is at the end of it there were robots, and that's it.
But were they piloted by sharks?
It was shark Nazis all the way down.
Was Angelina Jolie a good guy Nazi or a bad guy Nazi?
I don't even remember that she was in it.
Oh wow!
I know the commercials at least. I know that much.
I remember it was weird stylized. Like it had the kind of the same kind of vibe as like a Sin City type of thing, where it was like shaded out, so it
Had a weird look.
had a weird look. And again, I remember that the ending was basically like they were going to mass produce robots to fly around and.
I don't know who else was in Sky Captain. I know Angelina Jolie. I mean, I Google and the first image is her in a fucking
like-
eye patch. Jude Law and Gwyneth Paltrow.
All right.
I was gonna say Brendan Fraser knockoff, but Jude Law, I guess.
Wow, that's
Laurence Olivier's in that movie.
that's so mean to Jude Law. What the hell,
weird
Mark?
cat.
What did he even do to you? There was one guy in my high school who just despised Brendan Fraser, and I don't really understand why.
No, I don't know which came first, Sky Captain or the Mummy, but it was basically the same role, except for if you put Brendan Fraser's character in a Sin City Rocketeer movie, with a crossover of the Phantom with what's his name from Titanic.
What? The Phantom from the Titanic? What?
No, the shark.
No, they actually made a Phantom movie with the purple spandex with the guy that was the villain from
okay.
Titanic.
Okay.
Because
Okay. All right. All right.
It was just full body purple spandex
know
with a
what the
black
Phantom
mask over his head.
No. But I was hearing like the Phantom from the Titanic, and I'm like, what?
No, it's the Phantom of the Titanic. It's just a pipe organ with a guy in a half mask.
Another movie I haven't seen. So for all I know,
You haven't seen Titanic?
No.
And you probably know more about Titanic than he does about Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
Yeah, probably true.
You know who the leads are. You know the general plot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair with Titanic, that's a bit historical, so people should know that anyway. But
even without not the historical, even
you
without
mean like the
historical
actual
plot,
plot,
yeah.
the actual movie plot of the Draw Me Like a French Girl, blah blah blah.
You know at least one line, at least two lines.
Let's see. There's the band. There's the band going down with the ship where they say it's been a pleasure, gentlemen, something like that.
Okay, at least three lines, because I know there's one line you know.
King of the World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how many lines do you know of Sky Captain of the World?
Let's see.
But there's a different. How many awards did Titanic get versus how many did Sky Captain of the World Tomorrow
I mean, it's
get?
true. Obviously, Titanic is a much more popular movie.
It has a lot more
a lot more cultural
significance.
But yeah,
And there are definitely memes for Titanic. When was the last meme you saw for Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow?
the last meme I saw for Sky Captain of the World for Tomorrow came about 3 months after Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow came out. So yeah, approximately.
If you Google Sky Captain of the World Tomorrow, the IMDb page little summary thing shows the two posters for Tomb Raider and League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's like, no, we have nothing about Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow.
How does the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen? I mean, at least the others have, Angelina Jolie.
Thematically, I mean.
Yeah,
is Jude Law? I can't remember.
Oh, he might be. Wasn't he Dorian Gray?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen it either.
To be honest with you, I can't picture Jude Law's face. So
he's the guy who looks like Jude Law.
He looks like Brendan Fraser.
He does not look anything like Brendan Fraser.
But I'm never good at remembering actors.
Does that look like Brendan Fraser?
No, not at all. What the hell, Marty?
But put in Jude Law, Sky Captain of the World of Tomorrow.
He still doesn't look like Brendan Fraser in that movie.
I like the idea.
He never looked like Brendan Fraser. That's the difference.
I like the idea of Jude Law getting into the makeup chair and just being like, "I want to look like Brendan Fraser."
All I remember is I can.
No. I mean, the hairstyle is similar overall.
You're right. It definitely has more of Rocketeer vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you said the guy from Rocketeer, whose name I don't remember either.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember actors pretty much. But
literally, this is the only. I will show you everything I know about Sky Captain of the World tomorrow. It's that.
yeah.
Because that's all I know.
I know that they did like the Rocketeer film reel thing where they were showing robots or whatever that had little wing arms that were going to go over and take over everything. And that's as far as I remember of it. Because it actually had some really cool animation for the robot things, and that's all I got.
We're off. We're off.
Yeah, we have not even said one word about the episode, and we're already off.
At least I've got you can go for 36 hours. I at least have room on the freaking recorder.
Okay, yeah. I did a little bit of a check, and I don't see Jude Law
No.
in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen at all.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not in
That's what I was curious about.
I wasn't sure because I couldn't remember who.
I did.
I remember Sean Connery and a bunch of assholes. Pretty much. Right.
Pretty much. Yeah. I did see fan casting as Jude Law for Professor James Moriarty in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 2 or whatever the fuck.
The League Strikes Back.
Yeah. Return of the League.
Revenge of the Gentleman.
20,000 Leagues of Extraordinary Gentlemen Under the Sea.
That's the plot for the first one. They just drive around in the Nautilus the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. A lot of it, anyway.
It's basically
Sometimes it's a car.
It's basically Sea Captain in the World of Tomorrow.
At least that relates tangentially to vampires. It brings us back to Forever Man.
So, cold open. It's a real quick, breezy explanation. There's a girl. Basically, I just wrote it down as two guys, a girl, and a cab ride that ends in a bunch of gunfire.
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Like they exit a building, they enter a cab, and then a van pulls up and just straight lights them up with submachine guns.
Yeah, it's very like there's two guys that pop out, and they're very like we're '80s bad guys. Ba 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 ba.
Yeah.
It's like if somebody made one of the Yakuza games in an '80s action movie. Those would be the guys you'd have to fight.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the cold open. And now, as I fast forwarded through
there's another dude who gets out and basically
he's like
he just looks at it, goes like yep, good
Yep.
job, and then gets back in the van
Yeah.
and they drive away.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a robot.
Yeah,
That's
all I know.
That's all Marty remembers.
that was, you had your image, that was mine. That's all I got.
The difference is you've seen the movie, Marty.
Yeah, it left that much of an impression.
You've seen the movie without vampire juice.
And she's like a main character.
And so, as I fast forwarded through the intro, right, I thought to myself, how far into this before we get a Chinatown reference? And the answer is 10 seconds after the ending of the credits,
Yeah.
when Skanky's like, hey, it's like that movie. Yeah, forget it, Jake. It's Chinatown. I'm like, God damn it, Skanky. You couldn't even hold that in your chamber.
Yeah.
Fire that immediately.
I mean, it is basically Chinatown. Like they're in the Chinese the area of whatever city they're supposed to be in.
And there was incest and
What?
yeah, that's what it is.
In the movie Chinatown.
movie Chinatown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what the whole. That's
no,
what.
I'm just talking about Chinatown in general, man. I'm not talking about the movie.
Well, I mean,
But it's referencing the movie.
I know, I get it. Just go right to the incest.
I don't even know. Whatever.
that is not one of the first things I think about when I think about the movie Chinatown.
I mean, isn't it the main plot?
The main plot is the water rights.
But that was the whole secret and shit.
Yeah, I know it's a whole secret, but it's not the first thing I think about when I think about.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen the movie.
God damn it!
That's like all I know.
All he know, he Googled movies with incest. And saw Chinatown was in. He's like, oh, maybe I'll check that out sometime. And then like, it's mostly a detective story. He's like, never mind.
I feel like I saw that movie.
I'm gonna get blackout drunk and go watch Captain.
And then he wakes up an hour and a half later and like, oh, robots.
To be fair,
What do they have to do with it?
To be fair, I think I was 8 or 10 when I saw Sky Captain.
Okay.
So, like, the only thing.
It came out in 2004.
Seriously?
Yes.
Shit, I don't even remember.
That definitely came.
Okay, then fuck if I know.
Did Did you see another movie that was somehow like related to Sky Captain, and you just imagined that you saw the movie?
No, I totally saw Sky Captain. But fuck me, I thought it was earlier than that.
No.
I'm like, yeah, I was like, I'm sure that came out when I was in high school. I didn't know the year, but
Well, only because I looked at the IMDb page.
yeah. Wow.
Because that was about the time that Courtney was still working at the Regal, so we got in for free.
Marty's like, that's around the time I started drinking a lot.
The residuals from Baywatch Nights had dried up.
Let me see, because...
wow, this might be the hardest tangent yet.
We're like 2 minutes into the plot.
Anyway, Chinatown.
Yeah. So, so basically, immigration. Even though I know the entire plot of this, I'm still not sure why immigration is actually involved in this.
It is a little bit weird. Like all the victims, except maybe the taxi driver, they're not clear on that. Are illegal immigrants. But it's still kind of weird.
Yeah.
Overall, it doesn't seem like it's their jurisdiction.
No.
But again, it's Canada, so I don't know.
If they just would have said that the crime guy was like smuggling people in or something, then you at least would have an in.
Oh yeah, that would be.
And
if he's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're also human trafficking, so now
Yeah. Whether it's like consensual or non-consensual human trafficking.
Well, it's human trafficking.
Yeah. Because you can paint them either way. And yeah, but no, they're just like, here's Quan. He's from immigration. And Quan's like, the girl Nancy, she was like our key witness for this case against the Chinese mob. And they're like, there's no dead girl in there, dude. It's just some dudes.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh shit, really?
There's three victims, and they're all male. So.
And
she was in that cab. She's not there now.
Yeah.
They all seem to have bite marks. So.
No, because it was very clearly shot up with gunfire in the first 2 minutes. We talked about this.
Yeah,
We did?
Yeah.
Yes.
God damn it, Martin.
Maybe we had too much vampire juice.
I haven't had enough. I'm still thinking about Sky Captain on the World tomorrow.
I'm not going to ask how that leads to bite marks. No, shut up. You're going to answer, and I don't want to know. Shut up.
Well, because he spent the whole time when he was in Sky Captain in the World Tomorrow looking up incest movies. And he's like, oh, cool, robots, and looked up.
And the robots had teeth bullets or something? I don't know.
So, yeah, they basically, it ends with like, oh, she's in the car, she's not there now. And so they're like, well, we just need to see if she was in the car. And then it just immediately cuts to Nat's like, yep, she was in the car.
Yeah. She did forensics and whatever. And she found that she found the blood types didn't match.
Yeah, there was AB blood in there. None of the dead people have AB blood. Which, I mean, to be fair, it's a cab. There could just be blood in there, but
if it's like fresh enough, I guess.
Yeah,
that would be the.
It's not New York, so fresh blood is a little odd.
Exactly.
But also Nat is full of sass in this scene.
Yeah, she's very cranky in this particular scene because apparently her budget's been cut.
Yeah. Will this come up again later? No.
No. It's just an excuse for her to be mad in this particular scene.
Yeah, she has to let go of two of her attendants, and they like both have families and stuff, and she's like, and I don't know what they're gonna do because it's not like a good transition in career from morgue work to something else.
Besides other morgue work.
And so, yeah, so she's feisty.
Mannequin dresser.
I guess he'd go just to like a funeral home, but
I would well, that'd be either working with another police,
or like a
either with other police or the funeral home. That would be my guess.
Or chef at Olive Garden.
Okay, yeah,
or Chinese mob.
or Chinese mom. All the same thing. Chef at Olive Garden, Chinese mobster, funeral home worker. It's all the same. Same job skills.
Yep.
I mean, one you should probably know Chinese. That's pretty much the only
You
difference.
just have to invest in a lot of black ties at that point.
Yeah.
So upstairs, and also when Nat's complaining, she also says, life's a bitch, and then Skanky pops in. It's like, and then you die. He's like, does his little like fucking vaudeville shit popping in.
Yeah.
While eating souvlaki.
No, but in his mind. In his
Yeah.
mind.
Mental souvlaki.
The souvlaki of the mind.
That's what vaudeville is. This is souvlaki of the mind.
And so upstairs, Cap's like telling
Souvlaki of the mind, bratwurst of the soul.
Cap's talking to Quan. He's like, I only give you 2 people. And he's like, how about these 2 assholes? He's like,
Yeah, it is really because was it Quan informs the captain that like they need to cooperate with him to deal with it.
yeah, because of reasons.
Because reasons apparently. something immigration, something Canada. As far as I understand. But he's like, I got 2 guys, and then what is it, Knight and
because
Skanky just sort of walk in division, and he's like, those 2.
yeah, you can have those guys. So Knight sends Skanky and Kwong together, and he's like tells Kwong, he's like, keep an eye out on like your immigration shit. There could be like rats in there.
Yeah, that there was probably a leak, and that's probably how they got the information on where to find the girl.
Yeah. Because they haven't explicitly laid out what exactly was going, because they never really say like why they're suspicious of the leak. I suspect it's like that they were like trying to get her somewhere safe or something at the time, but they don't really say. They're just like,
They don't make it super clear, but it's implied that they acquired information through a leak, and that's how they did their original hit.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's like, okay, you guys go do your thing. Go out, go run and have fun, kids.
Yeah, he sort of just pawns off Kwong on Skanky. Skanky's not happy about it.
And then Knight goes back to the scene of the crime, and then there's like one patrolman like hanging out, making sure the scene is secured.
Yeah.
And Knight's like, all right, go get a cup of coffee. I'm gonna sniff around a little bit, and then he physically sniffs around a little bit.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, looks weird.
Yeah. The funny thing is, he just fucks off from the crime scene at a certain point, but doesn't worry about like the patrolman ever coming back. So,
No.
So, but the sniffer, he like walks around a little bit. He finds like a thing, bends down, like, does a little rub his finger in it, and then to make sure he's using vampire sniffing powers, he looks up to the camera, makes vampire face, and then comes back down and sniffs it.
Yeah, his eyes all they do. In the show they like to do the thing where there are like shadows around the eyes when they do vampire stuff.
It's a shadow face with the stripe of yellow light over the eyes.
Yeah. They have the stripe of light on the eyes and shadows around.
And they do the stripe of yellow so you can really see those yellow contacts.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is funny because no matter what the lighting is in the scene, they have to shine that yellow light across the eyes. And it looks super ridiculous in some lighting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think it's great. He's like, sneak around, look up into space. I wonder if that's the only way you can access your vampire powers.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only way to do it. That's why they do it all the time. You think they do it just for fun, or no? It's like I need vampire powers.
And
He's when they fly really weird. Just the whole time.
also, in
They have to get elevation. They have to get elevation when they take a breath, because otherwise they just plummet.
Also, in this episode, he does not drive anywhere. He just flies everywhere.
Yeah, he just completely abandoned his car for this episode.
So, and so he sniffs around, like, finds like a fire escape, goes up, and goes into like a place, and then gets like flashbacks.
He breaks into the door. He does the trick he did before, where he just sort of like twists the knob so that it just opens.
Yeah, he gives the door the hardest purple nipple.
Yeah, and then
the atomic purple nipple.
And then it does the weird.
That's where you do a full 360.
It does the weird, kind of the weirdest flashback they've done so far.
It is a pretty weird one
because before they've already made it clear that it's a flashback, but in this one it's not 100% clear. It's like he's somewhere else and he's wearing different clothes. That's sort of how you know. But it's not. But before they had like different lighting, or like it was obviously different.
Yeah.
Or they've had some sort of effect. But now it's just he's in a different place and has different clothes. So he's just in a suit now somewhere else.
We learn later that this is 1916.
So it's relatively soon.
Recent.
Recent.
They couldn't pay for the sepia tone filter.
maybe. They rented it out before the other episodes, and they're like, no, we can't.
And so he's basically he's fancy pantsing it up a little bit. He's dressed in like a tuxedo.
Yeah. We find out later this is in San Francisco.
Yeah. And just like casually walks into just what appears to be an opium den.
Yeah.
And then walks in the back, and there's like a lady who's like an acupuncturist, and talks about how she's like does acupuncture to cure all sorts of like desires.
Yeah, it can cure all sorts of desires. Like for sex, for
opium,
for opium, and like for your case, blood.
Yeah. And so she's like convinced she's gonna poke the vampire out of him.
Yeah. Or at least the desire to drink blood out of him.
Yeah. And then
open your mouth, we're gonna put one needle in each of the little fang holes.
And he gets snapped out of his flashback.
I will insert the cork line needle.
So he just literally just plugs it up.
I was like, they do just like pop it on, just like safety covers over the.
Well, I'm just thinking of a vampire with like the needle sticking out of his face. So he's like, and the needle's in there. He looks like a walrus.
I also like, how like you can get like claws dipped for cats, or they have like the plasticky cover. So
yeah.
Just put that on the face.
Right, yeah.
It's like this two pink fangs.
I swear in like cartoons or whatever, I've seen like a vampire get like corks like on each of their fangs.
Or you could like just put like Halloween vampire teeth over the real vampire.
That would be funny.
No one will ever suspect the fake teeth are protecting the real teeth.
Actually jam the straws on there, so there's... Suck it if you can.
But anyway,
Yeah, Nate gets snapped out of his flashback because the previously mentioned James Hong shows up with a gun.
Yay, James Hong.
And he's holding a gun on him because his asshole just broke into his shop and also home in the middle of the fucking night. So Knight explains that he's a cop, and like, you know, talks him through like getting the badge out of his. He's like, I'm gonna get the badge out of my pocket.
Show you my badge.
Yeah, and he's like, I know real badges.
He's like, how do I know that this is real? It could be fake. I don't know.
And
why don't you try me?
And so basically, like, Knight goes from like playing it like cool, okay, I'm gonna do, to just casually just being like, I don't give a fuck. Here's my card.
Here's my card. Here's a picture of the girl
Yeah.
that I'm looking for because she was injured. I'm trying to help her. Et cetera,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera.
Here's my card if you see it, because he knows, he can tell that like that Mr. Hong is like covering, because he obviously like followed the sniff trail there, and so he's just trying to get his trust. So he's like, yeah, you know, we're looking for her. She's hurt. Here's my card. Call me if you know if you find out anything. Like he doesn't push too hard, but
he knows because he's like, it'd be a shame if she was saved only to just die. Because she didn't get medical treatment or whatever.
And depending on how you say that, if you
be real shame if something happened to her. And then he leaves, and then we get more flashback,
but not a Night flashback.
Yeah, twist.
Somebody else's flashback. Old man flashback.
So
it's Skanky's flashback about him having the best blonde he's ever had.
So the flashback is we see Knight holding the dead acupuncturist, as he often does with women in the past. He just cradles their dead bodies.
Yeah, he's probably done that a lot.
And he's got to know by now that this leads to misunderstanding.
Yeah, no, you think he would learn that lesson, but he doesn't. He doesn't, and he never will.
No,
because what is it? There's a little kid peeping in.
Yeah, we saw the little kid in the previous flashback.
Right. Yeah,
he brought some
tea or something.
Yeah. And so we see it like
and it's the acupuncturist lady's son.
Yeah. And so then, so we see that like little flashback of him like cradling the dead body. We see the little boy looking, and then the twist is James Hong having the flashback. He was the little boy all along.
Oh yeah, and then after cradling the dead body, he just vampire flies up to the ceiling.
Yeah, he does. But he makes vampire face.
Yeah, he makes vampire face, but he flies up through the ceiling.
Yeah, it's very cartoony.
He also looted the body. And
No.
It is very cartoony how he does it. He's like, oh, wee.
It is a little weird. Looted. When you say looted the body, I'm imagining literally like Skyrim style. You just press the loot all button, and then all her clothes just fall off.
So
she flops to the ground with jiggle physics.
Right, exactly. and
fires up to the moon.
he finds like 5 needles and an apple in her pockets.
And then he gets hit by a giant, and that's why he actually.
So the Skanky Kwong team, it's kind of funny because they showed them like walking down the street in Chinatown, just fucking arguing. Like not really arguing, but they're just not getting along at all.
Yeah. They had tension like immediately, and it's just escalating.
Yeah.
Because Skanky really doesn't like the idea of other departments or organizations interfering with police work.
Yeah. And frankly, the Chinese guy is pretty racist.
A little bit.
And they're not nobody's like explicitly racist, but both of them are kind of racist to each other.
They're both very low. You could say they're both very low-level racist to each other.
Possibly more just to grind each other's gears than to actually be racist.
Yeah. What is it? Because Skanky's sort of like dismissive of like all their cultural wars, well, I suppose it's actually they're both doing the exact same thing. Actually, they're both being dismissive.
Yeah.
Of the other's culture.
Yeah, like Huang says something in Chinese that translates to barbarian.
Well, yeah, it's the term for foreigner.
Yeah, and then, there's a whole like thing, and there's like.
Point is, they don't like it.
Yeah, he was like, our civilization is much older. And he's like, civilized. Is that what you called last night? And
then, like, hey, let's go in this building.
Yeah, and so then it just hard cuts to them just like screaming at each other in Cap's office, like just,
right? Yeah.
Oil and water situation. And Knight comes in, and he lets him know he's like, I gotta lead.
Because they found nothing.
Yeah, they got absolutely nothing. Like Kwong wouldn't translate for people. Skanky was just like pushing people way too hard because he has like no touch.
Right, because the Chinese community isn't exactly cooperative with the police.
Yeah, so they're both just
which causes Skanky to push harder, which causes them to resist more, and it just doesn't work very well. And Quan is not being helpful either.
Yeah. And so so he so tells him you gotta lead, and and then
like it's not much of a lead because it's like I think this old guy I found.
Yeah. And he's like, he thinks she had some contact. He had some contact with Nancy, which is the missing lady's name. And so tells Skanky to take the lead on it, sort of, and then he just like fucking flies back to James Hong's apartment.
Well, yeah, once again he kind of throws Skanky under the bus in this particular episode. He's like, you take care of it. I'm going to do my own thing. Woo! Vampire fly. No, sorry, not woo. And what is it? Quan specifically is like, I don't want to work with Skanky anymore.
Yeah.
Before. They were arguing. He's like no. And then what is it? Knight comes in. He's like, okay, Skanky's in charge. I'm leaving again.
Yeah.
Whee!
So he flies back. Spies on Hong, just like packing up his bag, grabbing his gun. But he's getting like supplies and stuff. Sneaks down, fire escape, and like down this alley into this like murder warehouse.
Less murder warehouse,
I
but
know.
Still, yeah. He seeks out a bunch of alleys. It's typical urban maze type stuff where it's like down this alley and then there's under passage and blah blah blah.
Yeah, So you see him sneak off into this random location, and we see Skanky addressing like the team of men now because there's like some other case got wrapped up.
Right, so he can afford to put more people on.
Yeah, and so Skanky's like, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. We're not fucking cooperating with those assholes from immigration. Meanwhile, the captain's like right there, who's been the whole time. He's like, Chief says we gotta cooperate with immigration.
Well, it's also clear that the chief doesn't really want to cooperate with immigration either. He doesn't want to, but he just has to, at least in a nominal way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happened. I don't think it happened just yet, but. Quan brings up some starts talking to the chief, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do it." And he's clear that what is it? Quan doesn't want information to spread because they're trying to keep it close to the chest. Partly because of internal security issues, what with leaks and what have you.
Yeah,
but. He tells Stone Tree not to tell anybody. Stone Tree's like, kind of goes, oh yeah, sure, I'm not going to tell anybody. Like I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to do my work and pretend you're not here. But he's like, oh yeah, I'll Stone Tree him. That's what he says.
Yeah, this is a very Dark Knight in that there's like the leaks coming from inside the different departments, and there's like a crime thing with China. Good calculation. No.
I can see it. I can see it.
It's like the B plot.
The main bad guy. Such of this episode looks a little bit like that guy.
He kind of does.
He's gonna squeal.
He looks more like that guy than
the Jude Law looks like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's 100% for sure. I like to think that maybe Marty saw like George of the Jungle, and he's just like confusing those two movies. Maybe. What else was Brendan Fraser in? Encino Man. He saw Encino Man. Was it Encino Man you saw? Anyway. So, that's what we get with Skanky addressing them. Then it cuts back to like, Kwong, like, not Kwong, James Hong.
Yes.
Going to the, because his name was also very similar. It was like, I can't remember exactly what it was.
I don't remember it either.
But it was kind of similar to Kwong.
Yeah, it was annoyingly close.
Yeah, so it's like, I was like, I'm just going to keep it as James Hong. He like goes to where he's keeping Nancy, like
hidden.
Yeah, she's like on a just homeless deathbed is what it looks like.
Yeah, behind stacks of boxes. There's a chair there.
Yeah. She's wounded and he's treating her. And the Knight just fucking casually sneaks up. It's like, hey.
Yep, I followed you here.
Yeah. And he's like, acupuncture won't work because she's still got a bullet inside her. That's a problem. And,
acupuncture is not surgery, unfortunately.
Yeah. And
it's pretty fucking close.
Yeah, he's got the little hair thing.
He's got the hair thing.
Yeah, and I said low Brendan Fraser from The Mummy, and yes, that's what it looks like to me.
Okay. Whatever, man.
I think
it looks like Jude Law trying to do a Brendan Fraser from The Mummy act, and the entire movie feels like him trying to play Brendan Fraser from The Mummy.
Well, I haven't seen the movie, so I can't say. Yeah.
So all I know is he doesn't look like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, that's my information. Is that I now know what Jude Law looks like because I couldn't remember his face before, and I know what Brendan Fraser looks like, but yeah, they don't look similar. They have generic adventurer garb, I suppose. Like a jacket and a white shirt sort of thing.
It was like, Brendan Fraser was really doing an Abbott and Costello in The Mummy. He was both of them. If you average a fat guy and a skinny guy, you get an average guy.
You get a Brendan Fraser. Is that...
So yeah, like, James Hong is like insisting he's like, I am a doctor. She doesn't need I'm a doctor. And he's like, yeah, you don't need surgery, man. But Nancy doesn't want to go with him either because she doesn't trust the police or immigration. She's like, no.
She basically trusts no one.
Yeah, she trusts James Hong, and that's it.
Well, she's convinced because she's convinced that any information that leads to even if she does trust the police or immigration, that they'll just give information somehow to
like any information is going to get back to the
gang.
Mob. Yeah, that are just going to murder her.
Yeah, well, they're not even clear about like who the gang or the mob is.
No,
really. They're just gangsters.
Yeah, they say the guy's name.
Yeah. Well, at least one of the guys' names. I don't know if it's the same guy.
Well, no, yeah, they're
the same guy?
Yeah, they're the suspect guy, but they just keep referring to him, but instead of like the mob, they'll get back to him. But all the names all of their Chinese names sound kind of similar. So
Except Nancy.
yeah, except for Nancy. It was like Nancy Lowe or something like that. They threw a Chinese last name on it, but yeah. So she doesn't want to go with them to the hospital or anything either.
And she's still wounded, so they don't want her to, struggle with a bullet wound.
Yeah.
Because it's already not healing well. It's bleeding. It's literally bleeding when, when Night creeps up on him. And then he's going to change the wound, and then Night shows up.
What smells delicious?
Might neither gristle. And so and James Hong says that she fears revenge. Everyone should. And it's like, it's like
Yeah.
and now we know that he knows that Night.
Yeah.
Because it does like a little ominous thing, and he says he's like, ooh.
Well, yeah, because before when he was looking at when he was having his flashback, he's like, Mama,
Yeah.
you killed her.
So then we get Cap and Skanky, where Skanky's explaining his map system to Cap,
Which is real simple.
but also not the colors you should use.
It's kind of backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got first of all, I don't know why he needs this big giant map when it's just two piles of pins.
Yeah.
There's one pile over here and one pile over there, and he's like, explain the system to me again. He goes, what does the green mean? He's like, those are the negatives. Okay.
What does the red mean?
Those are the positives. And it's dumb on Skanky's part, but for some reason this is also a mystifying stone tree.
Yeah.
He's just like, huh?
You have any sort of system?
So then Knight shows up. He's like, "Hey, found her. She's been shot. She's bleeding still.
But she's not dead
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
Last I saw her. She could be dead now.
Don't worry about it. I left her with an old Chinese guy.
It's fine, yeah. The magic or something, I don't know.
So they all kind of agree that they should keep her. Skanky and him agree. We gotta keep this down low because we don't know where the leaks are coming from. And then Huang comes in.
Yeah, well, what is it? The captain, initially wants him to just bring her in.
Yeah, just go get her.
But Knight explains that that's a bad idea because A, she'll fight it, and B, then immigration will know, and they already don't trust immigration with this stuff. And Skanky just hates working with other departments, so so he automatically agrees with that as well.
And then Kwong comes in, and then Cap goes over to him, tells him, "Oh, we found her," and then Kwong's like, "Okay, let me know more," and then just walks away.
Yeah, the captain gives intentionally vague information as to not tell her that they know exactly where she is.
Yeah, and then he comes back and they're like, well, "What the fuck you doing, man? We just said keep this shit secret." He's like, "I told them we found her. I didn't say where." And it's like, "Yeah, nobody told you where either." She's in Chinatown. Oh shit. Yeah. So he's like, "Yeah, I had to give him something." And so he's like, intentionally vague. And he's like, "Okay." And he tells Knight, "Get a doctor and bring him to Nancy to make sure she's alive."
Yeah.
And then Knight's like, "A doctor, eh?" And just grabs Nat.
Yeah, it is. It makes sense in that they're trying to be secretive about it.
Yes, and he trusts her.
Yeah. They want her to be. She can keep a secret, obviously.
Yeah. And she's a main cast character.
Also true.
Don't have to pay somebody else.
Yeah. You don't have to pay that.
Speaking lines.
Can't let anybody else get any work.
Well, they cut her budget.
Yeah.
And they fired the assistants.
Yeah. And
They
then
be hiring new people. They already. That's how they got this problem to begin with.
And then we cut to and then, yeah. So, Nick of course brings Nancy there, or brings Nat to Nancy.
Nat to Nancy.
Nat to Nancy, and Nat's like checking her out, like, hey, yeah, like she's like doing all right, like she's gonna need surgery to stop like this little internal bleeding thing going on over here, but like he's done everything he needs to keep her alive right now. She just basically needs rest until we take care of that little surgery issue.
Yeah, rest and some surgery.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny in her assessment, because she's like, yeah, I mean, all she needs is rest. I mean, she still needs surgery, but also rest.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Apparently, the acupuncture is like preventing the pain from her wounds, but that's just preventing pain.
Yeah, but he's also done stuff.
Yeah, he's given her like some herbal medicine stuff. He mentioned and other stuff possibly.
Yeah. And then
butt stuff for all I
know. And then we cut and learn that Kwong is the leak. Oh my God! Who could have suspected?
Yeah,
one
the only
guy.
the only member of immigration that we are aware of.
Yeah, he's the leak. It could have been anybody, like all the other guys that we never see.
Yeah.
I remember there was an anime that it was like the mystery thing that he went back in time to find out who the killer was, and it was like they didn't introduce anybody else other than the teacher, and they talked about other people, but they never actually like introduced them. So it was like incredibly obvious. And I remember talking to Chris. He's like, "Yeah, it was a great mystery," and I'm like, "How they didn't?" If there were other people that you could say this is what it was, but they were never introduced to any other people.
What's he usually talking about? I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't remember. There was one person that they talked about that it might have been that everybody thought it might be, but then they never like showed that person or even
they just
like
talked about it.
They just talked about him.
It's like this game of Clue where Mr. Body invited Colonel Mustard over and then ended up dead.
And no one else.
Yeah. And he invited Colonel Mustard over, but people had talked about how like Professor Plum had been doing stuff with him, but he wasn't there at the time. He was somewhere else.
He knows Professor Plum.
Yeah,
associate.
Mr. Body invited Colonel Mustard over, and they quickly drew to the library, where later Mr. Body was found dead with a pipe sticking straight through his head.
Who could it be?
I suspect it was Professor Plum with a rope.
Clearly.
So the reason why Kwong is informant is that like the mob has his family.
Yeah, he's not just a shitheel.
Yeah,
they've captured his family.
Yeah, like even though they don't really like show it much, he's like handcuffed to the oh shit handle in the back seat.
Yeah. It's much more shadow than it should be. But
yeah,
he is handcuffed.
You can see it, but it's just but he seems just kind of like whatever. Like this is what I gotta do every time I talk to these assholes. So yeah, that's pretty much all that, and then like we got back to like that like.
Well, they pull up in a car behind Nat and Knight when they go to
because
secretly check in on
because
Nancy.
despite not being told any actual information, he knew exactly where they were.
Or at least they knew who to follow, I think, is the thing. Which is a little bit weird, but I guess if Skanky's not doing anything and Stone Tree's not going nowhere, then it's kind of just Night.
Yeah.
There's at least some logic there.
Yeah, they probably followed him flying across town.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Is I don't know if it's shown how they got there.
No, it's not. It's not at all. The car's not seen once.
I don't see I didn't see them pull up with the car. They just sort of appear.
Although one of my favorite things happens with the car, but that's later.
The anime is called Erased.
Erased.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm
and like,
not sure if I know that one.
and I get it's enough that it has it was based off a manga and it has like a live action thing and it's really big.
It sounds familiar, but I just don't.
And the plot and the acting is really good. The problem is it's just that it was a murder mystery, and then they just like never actually came up with a red herring.
I saw The Eraser with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't.
Arnold Schwarzenegger time traveling as a Japanese boy trying to save children sounds like a much better show.
I do not remember what The Eraser was about.
Yeah, that.
I know it had the rail gun.
Yeah,
that was the big thing.
That's the only thing I remember.
And the rail gun, the effect for the rail gun was great because it just looked like he just fired smoke rings at bad guys and then they died.
Yep. No, that's the only thing I remember about Eraser 2. There was something about there was a set on an airplane, I think. It had somebody like
that might have been Sky Captain of the World tomorrow.
Nah, because it wasn't Sin City animated.
You describing that anime makes me think of two animes I haven't seen much of, but I'm familiar with. What is it? Summertime Rendering and Bokurano. You might know that one.
I definitely know Bokurano. That's by the same guy that makes every manga and anime he makes is just children getting murdered and tortured.
Oh yeah, that's Bokurano. It's just, hey kids, fight to the death.
Because I really like Shadow Star. Like Like the first volume of Shadow Star is great, and then after that it's just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Anyway.
So as like Nat is like finishing packing up her little like doctor bag.
Yeah.
Thing.
She's like putting it away, getting on her coat.
Yeah. And they're like leaving. Like then the two Japanese gunmen from the
not Japanese
or Chinese. Yeah. Is this because you're talking about anime? Just switched everything in my head now.
I get you.
Yeah, the two gunmen show up and they're like, we're like in an 80s shoot at you now. And then Knight is like, oh, fucking super vampire mode time.
Yeah, Knight catches it in time, and what is it? He shoves Nat into cover.
Yeah.
And then immediately ends up behind them, and just like starts kicking their asses.
Yeah. And so he's like beating up one. He's like, like the other.
He throws one to the side and like kicks the other one right in the chest.
It's funny because the other guy like pulls out like nunchucks. He's like,
of course he pulls out fucking nunchucks.
And then he does, but like instead of doing like the normal Indiana Jones thing, right? Or like Knight stops, looks at him, and then instead of like doing a gun or anything, he just like sidekicks
right through a wall.
Yeah.
Because as is so often in these situations, Knight is just not giving a fuck about how you being a vampire.
Yeah, he's pretty awful at it.
His decision to just be really apparently a vampire at certain points is kind of weird.
Yeah. And then of course as he's watching the guy do his fucking kata with his nunchucks before sidekicking him, in the meantime the guy he just casually threw now has Nat. And so Knight's like does like
no. It's the there's a guy he throws in who gets back up with the nunchucks, and then there's the other guy who he like punches.
Oh right, yeah.
And then he picks up like a stick or something.
Yeah,
a staff like thingy. And which is funny because if you broke that in half and like stabbed him in the heart, that would work.
Yeah.
but no, he just gets punched into the wall. But then it's the other guy.
Yeah.
It's the big bad guy who grabs Nat and has a gun to her.
Yeah. And then he's just that really gets into like his limit break vampire mode.
Yeah, where he fully does. He proceeds to fully not give a shit.
Yeah.
Whereas like in this particular thing, like you could sort of dismiss it as like it's like a fight. It lasts for a couple seconds, and so maybe they just didn't see what they thought they saw.
Yeah.
But in this case, this is the dude who like perused the original shooting and is apparently the guy who's being who Nancy's going to testify against. He's got Nat. He's to not give a shit. Does vampire face at him, and then walk towards walk towards him slowly while he like empties his magazine into his chest.
Yeah.
And just doesn't give a shit. Just does not care.
And we can see pretty clearly that like he can like he seems to like pass his vampire powers to his clothes.
Yeah, apparently. It doesn't really make holes, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't see any.
No. It's real unclear how exactly that works.
Especially since, from what I gathered in previous episodes, the entire point is that he comes back and he's got like holes all over his jacket and shit.
I think that's just what we've said.
We've joked about we know the bullets go through him.
Yeah.
And I said because he always wears the same jacket. This time he's wearing a different jacket, by the way.
He's wearing a different jacket.
He's not wearing his long jacket. He's wearing like an action...
Like a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Well, maybe the other one just like fell apart.
It could be. Maybe that's
I joked about how it should just like get more and more holes through the series as he gets shot.
Yeah.
But
he's
we
just
know
going to be in a vampire Speedo at the
end. we know the bullets go through him. Like, for like the first time I think it happened.
Because they went through him and hit the hit Peel behind him.
Oh yeah, you're right. But no, he just takes the bullets and then I forget what he does to the dude. He's like slap. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't do shit to him.
He just walks up on him, and while the dude's like he's about to like deck him or something, acupuncture needle to the neck.
Yeah, and he's like, and acupunctures him down to death. It's unclear.
Yeah, not Knight, the old guy.
Yeah, the old guy just like.
Now the old guy will never crave blood again.
Well, no, I'm thinking like I'm a Fist of the North Star stuff where pressure points can do anything, and he's like, oh no, I hit the wrong pressure point. Now he's like 10 times stronger. Now you can fight a vampire and kill him with laser eyes.
I hit the one where it erupts into a fountain of blood.
That's most of them in Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, that's all I know about Fist of the North Star.
That's boy, wow.
That's most of them.
Everybody's on the same has the same blood pressure as a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Well,
I think the point is he makes them have the blood pressure of the Quentin Tarantino movie.
Well, what is it? The pressure points can do anything is especially funny because like there's at least one point where he just to humiliate two dudes he like makes them hug as they die. And there's another one where dude doesn't explode as they usually do in Fist of the North Star. The dude's like back just bends all the way so he breaks his own back with his own muscles. Just super brutal stuff.
Made him put his own head on his own ass.
Pretty much. It's like right there.
I was just picturing like it actually happening. He's like, no.
Well, the thing is he could. The
other pressure point to make it open.
The worst part. And gross teeth. The worst part about it is being that
the metal chompers in the cartoon.
Exactly. The worst part about it being that Kenshiro's a nice guy, so that he doesn't do that. He just has all this other brutal stuff.
Yeah, he's a nice guy that just makes people's heads explode.
Yeah. Well, he's like basically Kung Fu Jesus. He's not as much Kung Fu Jesus as the guy as the other guy who's like almost who's like the actual nice guy. But no, he's basically Kung Fu Jesus.
It's just
that is
the trailer for Jesus 2: The Revenge.
That is the joke with Kenshiro. He's basically Kung Fu Jesus.
Kung Fu Jesus superstar. We've combined Fist of the North Star with the Jesus Christ superstar.
What is it? The way to explain
rows 1 through 18 are the splash.
The way to explain Fist of the North Star to a lot of people is Kung Fu Jesus Return to Thunderdome. Because
Brought to you by Donny Osmond.
Because that's basically what it is. It's basically it's Kung Fu Jesus in post-apocalypse land. But anyway,
I got it right.
you gotta shove that into
No,
ChatGPT.
Kung Fu Jesus Superstar.
Oh, okay. I'll shove them both into ChatGPT. Why not?
So like, yeah, Nat's like, he totally saw you just be a vampire right now, and he's like, yeah, probably.
He's like, yep.
And so then later, when like the cops are there to clean up this mess,
Right.
like, Nat's like, what are you gonna do, man? He totally saw you like just fucking vampire. So, I don't know.
He's like, I can't do much.
Yeah, might have
I
to.
mean, I could kill him, but
Might have to skip town. It's unclear why them going where this little guy going. I think he's a vampire would instantly mean he has to leave town.
I don't know the rules.
I don't know either. It does seem like he knows that if anybody knows he's a vampire, like it's gonna be like something. But like most people don't believe in vampires in this situation, so I'm not sure what.
Yeah. Well, we've established they like most people just have are super high doubting Thomas type.
Yeah.
Types. So.
Yeah, I think the other guys are like, I don't think he's a vampire. He just thinks he's weird. This old guy just fucking high or some shit. But anyway, yeah, Nat and Knight are like, it's just gotta be. I don't know. He's like, no matter what, he's like, I'll contact you. I promise. And then Cap comes over, and immediately Knight is like, he's like, no, whatever that old guy thinks he saw, he didn't see. Like it was dark and there was lots going on, and Cap's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? It's like Game Tong just wants a ride home.
Oh yeah. He
He's
immediately pulls into the. He immediately throws into the. Oh no! Totally, he's totally crazy. He's like, what? He just wants to go home.
Yeah.
Oh, I plugged in Kung Fu Jesus Superstar real quick, and it came up with like it as a musical, of course. But the some of the musical numbers are like straight up. A couple of the musical numbers are straight up like things that in anime fashion, like they would like a move, and then like the kanji for it shows up behind them. But Sermon on the Mountaintop Kick and Water to Wine Fist, and apparently it's the like the climax and part of the character dynamics is Judas becoming his like martial arts rival, and they have a big kung fu fight at the end. Anyway,
see, I went a different angle, and I just said cast list. Jesus Christ!
I didn't do that.
Jesus Christ Kung Fu Superstar or something, and it brought up a list of characters, and it just every single one just says insert actor's name here. It's like, no.
Good job, Marty.
Brendan Fraser all the way down.
This is Brendan Fraser and Jude Law. And then halfway through they switch because they look exactly the same.
Well, yeah. Like twins.
Yeah.
No can tell them apart.
Alright, we remake Twins, but with Brendan Fraser.
Here we go.
And they fight mummies and blips.
Fight mummies and blimps. Are the mummies driving the blimps, or are the blimps just animate?
There's combat platforms on top of the blimps.
Okay.
We got Kung Fu Jesus should be Idris Elba or Donnie Yen, with Judas Rami Malek and Scarlett Johansson, Mary Magdalene. Pontius Pilate with either Benedict Cumberbatch or Christoph Waltz.
Oh, sure, yeah for that.
Peter as John Boyega or Tom Holland.
What?
Caiaphas, Mads Mikkelsen or Javier Bardem. Anna's as Strong Mark or Ben Kingsley. Herod as Johnny Depp or Jim Carrey.
That's funny. The idea of a goofy Herod is pretty.
Simon the Zealot is Daniel Kaluuya or Mahershala Ali. I'm not sure who that is.
Mahershala Ali's the guy who plays. He's supposed to play Blade. He played the first bad guy in the first season of Luke Cage.
Oh, okay.
And
I can't remember which one was the good one and which one was the bad one because it's been a while since. So I know there's Cottonmouth and Diamondback, and one of them's cool and one of them's shitty.
He's one of them.
He's the cool one. He's the cool one.
He's the cool one. Okay.
Yes, I think that's Cottonmouth.
Mary, Mother of Jesus, either Helen Mirren or Meryl Streep.
No.
That's like not in Kung Fu.
No, it's most of that's pretty shitty.
Yeah, no.
But Goofy Herod is kind of fun.
No.
But no. We're so close. We're so close.
No, but you're the one's like, I gotta do this in right now.
I know.
Anyway, it's all over. No, fuck it, I'm not even finished. So yeah, James Bond just wants to ride home. Which is weird. I don't know why he needs to ride home. This is like across the alley from like...
Yeah, it wasn't very far. He walked there before.
Yeah. I
It
think...
took him like 2 minutes.
And I don't even know if Knight has his car.
Yeah, also true. He's going to have to vampire fly him over there.
Whee!
I mean, he already knows he's a vampire. Why not?
Yeah. So then when they're alone, Knight's like, why didn't you tell him about what you saw? And he's like,
Oh, the one thing we did miss when Nat and Knight were being like, what are we going to do? He knows I'm a vampire. Knight also says he hates me for some reason, but I don't know why. Because he hasn't figured out
yeah.
the past yet. But he can tell that he doesn't like him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So yeah, he asks why. He didn't say anything. He's like, and he says that Knight was fighting to save the life that he was fighting to save, and basically like a friend of my or enemy of my enemy's friend sort of situation, and
Friend of my friend is enemy of my enemy.
yeah, friend of my enemy friend is my friend of me.
Acupuncture.
Mean Girl to my Mean Girl is Mean Girls, the musical version.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he says that he's old, which is funny because this is like 30 years ago, and James Bond's still like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Still, I mean, he does look a little older now, but
Yeah.
it's a bonus. You start out old when you hit like 50. If you look old like immediately,
Right.
you just
Yeah.
coast.
Yeah. You're not gonna give a shit. Like, oh, he looks old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've looked old for a
But
while.
he's supposed to be like 80 something in this.
Oh, okay.
Just judging because it was like what in
Oh yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
I forget what
He-
what they said. And I forget what year it's supposed to be.
well he's supposed to be because it was 1916 and he looked like he was like I don't know like at least like 6.
Yeah. Approximately.
So he figures probably around 1910 is when he was supposed to be born in this
Right.
situation, and it's in the 90s.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
So he's supposed to be like mid 80s, and this was like
Yeah.
and it was like 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
He was playing 80-year-old man.
Yeah. Kind of rough when you think about it.
Yeah. So yeah, he's like I'm old. I need to rest. Soon I will rest. And he's like packing up his like shit all kind of
Yeah.
like very methodically.
As it
They're
do.
wrapping up his tools and everything. And then he's like, needle.
Acupuncture needle.
Yeah.
Pressure boy. And his head explodes.
Yeah.
No.
It's the end
No,
of the
no,
series.
no. That's just it's the one that removes his vampirism, right?
No.
So,
Now you only crave chocolate milkshakes.
so
Now you are Count Chocolate. The ultimate punishment.
Instead of going, you go, bleh!
You sound ridiculous. He wants you to drink chocolate milk every night.
you gotta pour your big bowl, comically big bowl of cereal, and then sting the camera every time. No.
First, where do you ever walk the night? In search of chocolate milk.
Wouldn't that be a great gag for all the people that do Vampire the Masquerade?
Oh, what you're saying, like as like a player, or to do it like as a storyteller, to
The story lead that you go halfway through the dark drama that's based off of the thing that made Vampire the Masquerade, and they turn him into crap chocolate. That's the biggest middle finger.
You're all members of the General Mills clan.
I'm thinking. I was thinking of the two ways to do it is to either be it as a player so that nobody else is on your page, and so everybody else comes in with their own like terrible backstories.
Yeah.
And like yours starts off like that, but then at some point like an old Chinese dude curses you to crave chocolate milk instead of blood.
Now you must battle my fearsome fruit lurch.
But since like, and just to be extra like, just to take the extra piss out of it, like so like everything needs like blood points in that game. So, but you'd have to have like
Your chocolate milk
it'd be like your chalky milk good boy points. Or whatever, you have to name it something super childish and whimsical, just to really shit on their.
You have to cut out the little barcodes on the back.
Yeah, you use those.
Would you
to keep
experience
track 'em.
a Nestle Quickening?
I am everything. I know everything.
And the thing about doing that as a player, it would be very funny because like the storyteller would be all against it, and he'd create like dark stories or whatever, like and all this stuff, and then your character just strolls on in, just like
This is what we call the dark chocolate.
you're all like
90%.
you're like wait, we must raid the safe way.
Count Chocolate is part of a balanced party.
As a player, it's funny, but as a storyteller, it's also funny. Where again, like the rest of the party takes it serious, and you pretend to take it serious, but then you inflict one or possibly all of your party. they instead of hungering for blood, they now hunger for chocolate milk. And so it just derails all their plans.
Yeah.
They're like, I like one of them's like, I need revenge on my vampire brother who turned me, and the other one, and then you're like, oh yeah, but now, chocolate milk.
Yeah. So anyway, James Hong summons Boo Bear.
No, that's very fun.
So yeah, like he's got Knight like in like a chair, all like paralyzed.
Yeah, he drags him to his like acupuncture office.
Yeah. They don't really show that.
They don't show that. I don't know how this old guy does it, but
yeah,
he does.
because he's like and then cut to him just like in the chair.
Also, like there's a bunch of cops around, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
how he does it either. They're like at the scene of like a shootout.
Yeah,
It's like 5
Just
minutes.
dragging him by his feet.
It's like
thumping down the stairs.
it's been like 10
but he's
minutes.
gotta go up the stairs.
It's been like 10 minutes since he had like a vampire fight with a bunch of Chinese gangsters. So again, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Maybe he just maybe he did the thing like in oh god, not in Fatal Fury. Like there's a little old guy who gets down to like the middle half of his life and he hulks out, right?
Yeah. I was thinking more Weekend at Bernie's. He just crawls in the back of his clothes and just sort of walks him up.
The hand's just kind of like this.
Yeah. Bye, Ned.
The head just kind of flops.
Especially funny because like James Hong is like conservatively like 4 inches shorter.
Oh, I know. Well, it works better that way. That way he's just completely covered by the clothes.
So, Hong's like, he basically explains the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, I saw you kill my mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you now.
Yeah. And Knight's trying to explain, like, no, you didn't see what you thought you saw. Trust me, I've cradled lots of dead ladies.
We had an episode about this like 2 episodes ago.
It was last episode.
It wasn't last episode.
Literally, the last episode was about the misunderstanding.
Yeah, you're right.
You know this is going to be a trend. It's just going to be like all dead ladies all the way down.
I mean, I've seen a lot of trends already. We've got the cradling dead ladies. We've got the people not seeing like the actual perpetrator of the crime and just assuming. We have the evil tits you must obey. So yeah, those are the themes we've got so far. That and of course vampire face.
Skanky cradling old bullets of lucky.
Well, no, that's not a theme. That's a character trait. His character trait of just a hanker for.
Why are you expired?
And so then as Knight's like trying to explain what happened, then we get the flashback version of what happened, which is pretty hilarious because like Knight.
We technically saw a little bit of this before. We sort of skipped over it, but yeah.
But this is where we like really.
They've been real like cagey about showing a lot of the flashback thing because it's the hinge of the episode. But they show previously they showed like right as he got the acupuncture thing.
Yeah, it's the same spot.
Yeah.
It's the disabled vampire spot.
Or apparently, or maybe anybody.
Yeah. So.
But no, I mean, like when he's what is it, paralyzed in the chair, like what is it? Jeanette shows up before. They show more in this particular one. Like, I'm pretty sure it's because. Oh well, just go on with the rest of the explanation because I think they showed Jeanette show up before, but then they show the rest of it later. I feel like that's the case.
I don't think so.
Maybe, I'll check while you're looking while you're.
Because this is the first time I've ever made note of Jeanette at all.
Oh, okay. I felt like that was the case.
I mean, it's like 75% chance we're both wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right. 75% chances. Well, actually, 75% chance is actually pretty good. I was gonna say it's maybe more like 85, but there's the percentage of that one of us are wrong, which is like most of that remainder. There's like the 2% chance that I'm actually correct.
I don't know what it is about this fucking.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
This show.
It's a weird show.
Like. Like at a certain point, I was like, "Wait a minute!" Like, it was like 20 minutes in, right? And I'm like, "Wait a minute, Kwong wasn't the guy who came out in the shooting, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, no, it's definitely not him."
Yeah,
because I assumed it wasn't, but then I was like, "I don't know, my memory's already failing me on this episode."
Yeah.
So, Jeanette and LaCroix just like fucking showed up and was like, just talking shit tonight. And like, evidently they just follow him around to bully him. Like,
Yeah, it's real funny. They literally just bust in the room while he's paralyzed, and just be like, you're a dumbass. This is gonna work, you jackass.
yeah,
You're a vampire idiot.
yeah. So they just kind of bully him for like a couple seconds, and then like the acupuncturist, kind of came back in, and then LaCroix just fucking like, I'm drinking this bitch.
Yeah, just immediately, just sees her, drinks her.
Yeah, doesn't even fucking care.
I was correct. This is the first thing. See, band in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See.
So yeah, he just fucking drinks her, and then like Jeanette.
Oh, and Jeanette's being like a real creep.
Yeah.
While this is going on.
Yeah,
too.
she's like all up like in his fucking ear,
licking on him,
yeah, just fucking
being weird,
yeah.
being vampire weird.
Because like this is the thing about Jeanette, she has like two character traits. It's vampire and slut. That's it. Like,
basically, yeah, and like the crossover there, and
yeah, that's all she's running on. So he's like, you saw, and then like, of course, then Jeanette like pulls out the needles after like,
when LaCroix bounces, Jeanette goes after, and in a moment of not being a shit heel, she decides to take out the paralysis needles.
yeah, and then that's when he's like, right, and so then Knight's trying to talk like Hong through the memory. He's like, yeah, what, you didn't see what you thought you saw. He's like, think about it. He's like, you saw like a hot chick. You remember the hot chick?
Like there was a woman there too. It wasn't just me. There was three of us there, and
we had a threesome.
yeah, over your mom's dead corpse. It was awesome. You should have been there. Oh wait, you were. You watched the whole thing.
And he's like, look, we can. He's like, he gets her to go. Okay, yeah, I remember the girls. Like, call her. Let's get her over here. She can tell you what happened.
Yeah, he manages to convince her to bring Jeanette over. He's of course like fully ready to to murder a vampire.
He said he has a spell. It's just sticking a note on him and then staking the shit out of him. It's his spell.
Yeah, he has a talisman, like the sword you would see on like a Jiangshi. Though he doesn't use the word Jiangshi when he like refers to like, he's like, I know what you are. You're something, a drinker of blood. He doesn't sound like he says Jiangshi, which is the Chinese hopping vampires.
There's a couple different Chinese vampires. The Jiangxi is just the
It's
sillier ones.
It's a popular one.
Yeah.
I do like the idea that it's the note that just says "fuck you, vampire." It's not, just stabs him.
But they're most closely related to like the whole talisman on the face thingy.
Yes.
And that's what he starts to do. He like starts to put it on his face, but then he apparently puts it over his chest and he's like, I'm going to stab you through it.
Yeah.
Which seems unnecessary, but I don't know. Maybe he's going off Chinese vampire rules and they need that going.
But then then we get my favorite scene in this episode, which is Jeanette's car pulls up, and then because it's like dawn now, then she just like runs up the stairs outside just smoking.
Yeah, she's like yelling and cursing while she's doing it too.
Yeah.
And she just rips the door off the door that what is it, Night like opened before. She just rips it off the hinges and throws it behind her.
Yeah. And it looks like it was like sped up just a touch on the speed. So it's very
so it's a little bit faster.
Yeah, and it's very reminiscent of like the like slapstick comedy movies where they would crank up the speed a little bit, and then
it is kind of funny. It is more than a little funny.
And then she's like Nicolas,
yeah, because she calls him Nicolas or something like that.
And then
I was like, where the fuck are you?
Yeah, and then she sees I was like, fucking, I'll stake the shit out of him. She's like,
I'll kill you.
and he's like, no.
I want to kill my...
Calm down.
Nobody kills my vampire ex-boyfriend.
You're out of your element.
Yeah, so he's like, no, remember that one time in that fucking opium den when McCoy drank that chick for no good reason?
She's like, yeah.
You have to be more specific.
He's like, you have any idea how little that narrows this down?
He's like, San Francisco, 1916.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it helps a little bit, no?
Was this in the summer or the winter?
And so then, like, Jeanette, like, then helps walk him down the memory hole
Yeah.
some more. And then he realizes, like, it was LaCroix.
Yeah, the face he saw was LaCroix.
Yeah.
Rather. But since he saw, you know,
He saw both of them.
he saw them both there, but the face he saw over the body was LaCroix.
Yeah, which is weird because it contradicts what the memory that they showed before of him,
Yeah,
like,
because they definitely show Knight
yeah,
before.
yeah, and Knight was in the chair with the needle, and LaCroix fucked off before he got unneedled,
Uh-huh.
and then went over.
Yeah, no,
So if James Hong would have seen LaCroix's face, then he would have seen the needle come out and then him get up and go over like, oh shit.
well, he was like peeking through the door, and I think he was also, you know, both like trying to hide behind the door simultaneously. So there was parts where he couldn't see. I think that's what and that between that the fog of time and the trauma of the memory, I think is what they're going with. It's a little bit flimsy and clumsy. I don't like it, but
Yeah.
Well, and you also have the whole thing of you could easily just implant memories at that point too.
right. Well, there's a reason why they say eyewitnesses aren't very reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For crime stuff. You thought it was Brendan Fraser.
I said it looked like it was like a low rent Brendan Fraser.
Thought he was Brendan Fraser.
I said it was somebody doing a low rent Brendan Fraser, or they got a low rent Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
And yeah, because the movie was just so dry.
Yeah, no.
And boring.
I haven't seen it, so I believe you though.
And I remember because
Well,
you were
it could be the genuine sort of racist thing, not really, where people just don't recognize people of other races' faces.
well, there was
that is what is it? Family Guy had that joke like a million years ago, where what is it? Peter's like walking through Chinatown or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, look at Jackie Chan! Look at Jackie Chan!" Then he comes up to, then he finds actual Jackie Chan, and he's like, "Oh, look, it's Tom Hanks!" And then he finds another white guy. "Oh, look, it's Tom Hanks!" It's just, yeah, same thing.
But no, you were because I was poking around for it because I didn't remember jack shit about Sky Captain, and it's like I didn't remember Nazis, but it's like there's like the Totenkopf robots, and I'm like, okay, so it was Nazis, and I'm looking at it, and it's like 1939, and it's a mad scientist trying to take over the world. So it was like German, but not Nazis. They're really Nazis, but not Nazis. So
Nazi-ish.
Yeah, like maybe they were like the people that were. It was like the equivalent of Hydra. These are the two people that were too evil for the Nazis.
Could be. It could be.
But again, it was like I don't even fucking remember.
Well, the only thing, again, since most of my knowledge is just like seeing posters and whatever, like I saw the uniforms, I'm like that's a little bit Nazi-ish.
Oh yeah, and a lot of things like to do like the pseudo Nazis.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hydra again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who are like sort of pseudo Nazis, like they're like actual Nazis, but then pseudo Nazis.
Somewhere between pseudo Nazi and super Nazi.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're so evil they salute with both hands up.
And then dick. All three go, whoa.
No, that's the next level.
There's many. It's all. Hydra has many heads.
Cut it off and ah!
That's the next. Yeah. That's the next phase, and then they do the cross arms, and then.
Well, no, then you got to do the split jump.
Split jump. Fine.
Two toe touches that your Omni viewer or whatever.
It's like they do the Russian.
Right, yeah. And somehow work the Roman salute in there.
Well, you just have to have your hands up when you.
Not only do you get the toothbrush mustache, but also the toothbrush eyebrows.
Well, no, isn't the Russia thing more like closer to jumping jacks?
It's like out like that.
Yeah.
So if you just go like this,
Yeah.
No, it's you gotta jump and just all four of the limbs gotta
just form a swastika with your body.
Just cactuar your swastika.
it's hard to swastika.
Yeah. I mean, is that not the cactuar pose? Cactuar secret Nazis. Everybody knows.
Little cactuar with a little black hat with a little iron.
Little chocobo skull on the back.
Death to Moogles. Oh, damn. The worst. They won't have gas chambers, it'd just be needles.
You just gather them all in the center, and there's just one cactuar.
10,000 needles.
So we don't really know what happened too much after that. Like they talk him down.
They talk him down. He's just like he realizes his mistake, and he just sort of wanders off. And he's just like, okay, whatever.
And that's the end of that.
And it is kind of he realizes his mistake. He just sort of wanders off and be like, oh, you didn't do it. Blah, blah. They never get to the point where Knight kills LaCroix, which would seem to be a thing that he would want to know. But what is it? Jeanette's like happy. Knight's not dead.
So yeah, then we just like cut to
they're in his apartment.
Yeah, and Jeanette's like ragging on him for not having nicer shit. It's like after 800 years, you should have some like. Something cool in here. Yeah,
he's like, I'm a cop. If I have nice shit, they think I'm dirty.
Yeah. And then she like finds one of his like cups of blood just hanging out.
Yeah.
I guess he just leaves those out sometimes.
Apparently, I don't know. I would think that'd be something you need to keep refrigerated, kind of all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know vampire rules for this sort of thing.
You just Klingon blood wine, right?
It is in a wine glass, though.
Yeah.
But she drinks it, and she's immediately disgusted because she realizes it's cow blood, apparently.
But then she still drinks more.
She drinks more anyway because she's hungry, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. The smoky run really took it out of her.
I mean, that does consume blood points.
And he's all out of chocolate milk.
He's all out of chocolate milk. She does just drink more anyway. Maybe she's like, oh, I haven't had cow blood in like 200 years or something. I don't know.
And so having fulfilled one half of her character traits in the scene, she cranks up the other one and just goes into full slut mode.
Yeah, I was gonna say she's hungry but also thirsty because she immediately goes to hit on Knight more.
So
she has to hit on Mr. Wong.
He's
he
gone.
doesn't exist anymore. He's gone.
He's gone forever.
So I will say, really, the third character trait of hers is trying to convince Knight to stay a vampire and embrace his vampires.
Yeah.
She's always trying to do that.
Yeah. Well, I counted that as part of her vampire.
It's the circle part of the Venn diagram with the slutty and the vampire. It's the middle.
Be a vampire so you can touch my hot white darkness.
It's the goatsy.
But yeah, they start doing like weird vampire makeouts. Like it gets really horny like super quickly.
Yeah, it does.
And like Nat comes into the room and it's like literally as Knight's doing like a full on like lick of her neck.
Yeah.
Thing, with
like, with
vampire
sorry.
face and everything.
And then And he's like, oh no, just old Fred.
And Jeanette says like that he talks about Nat a lot.
Yeah, all the time.
And then she goes to like have girl talk, and that's kind of the end of the episode. Is like just like turning around and hiding his awkward boner from his ex-girlfriend and his pseudo love interest.
Yeah, like this is something we didn't really touch on in this episode, but it comes up a couple times where Nat does again a couple things that are like vaguely girlfriendish in her mannerisms.
Yeah.
And yeah, but then she also seemed totally cool with him just like boning chick. So they're really unclear of the exact nature of their relationship.
her she doesn't read as very jealous in that particular.
No,
like you could see it that way, but she doesn't really read as it.
Yeah.
It could be her. Like you could read it as her like actively not being jealous in that she wants to be, but she knows that she doesn't actually have that relationship. But that's reading it really far.
Yeah.
But it's kind of but that's literally like the end of the episode. Like
yeah.
like his awkward vampire boner as his ex-girlfriend and his potential lover.
It might as well end with the Seinfeld.
Yeah. It almost might as well. I don't know how blue balls work on a vampire, but
yeah.
Gross Vampire the Masquerade knowledge is male vampires have to spend a blood point to get a boner. Not joking. Because the plumbing doesn't work.
Yeah. You have to actually like use hydraulics.
Yeah. They can control their blood. So yeah. I don't know if it's grosser that the lady vampires don't have to use a blood point to do anything. It's just I got a hole.
Well, what are they gonna do? Just lubricate themselves up with their own blood?
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of like simulate life in some respect, rather than lubricating with blood, because that's gross. But I was thinking more along the lines of they allow their body to have a facsimile of being alive. But no, just I have a hole.
This episode, it's pretty much a plot of Sky Captain.
For all we know. The thing that annoys me most about the episode is that the episode's name is Cherry Blossoms, and there's nothing related to that, like in any way, shape, or form. Like cherry blossoms are kind of a more Japanese thing, anyway. It's like that don't exist in China, I'm sure, but.
Yeah.
So the wiki had some weird bullshit information,
and of course there were all the German robots.
Right, and then at the end of the episode, all the German robots just stomp through. That's how they got back to their apartment. They just hit right on their local German robot.
Evidently this show also aired in Germany.
Okay. That's
so,
a robot.
Which is why they had to be not Nazis. No. So it was the title there was the Chinese Connection.
I mean, that's better than just cherry blossoms for no good reason.
Yeah, and then I think there are. Oh wait, no, where was it? There was something in here. Where they were like trying to make some people were trying to make some stretches about
Jude Law, Brendan Fraser.
About the connection of cherry blossoms, or
well, there was some
something about Chinese medicine or whatever.
About
I could see
like
that.
about them
Language of flowers, maybe.
like
Maybe
being it's bullshit. I don't even want to say it.
Yeah, no, I don't care what they have to say. As
Cherry
far
blossoms are vaguely Asian.
that's what I think.
Yeah. They're like, oh, it's because it talks about the delicacy of ephemeral. Like, no, shut up.
Yeah.
There was a thing about it being like around the time that like the talks for Hong Kong to be returned
Okay.
was like in the headlines a lot.
I see.
So,
but I'm not sure how to rate this episode.
yeah, that's one. I feel like every episode I'm like, I don't know.
The one scene I think is missing would be they mention near the end of the episode. We skipped right over it. That it's when they're wrapping up at the scene of the vampire fight. Skanky. They learned about the leak and how it was the immigration guy Quan. Yeah. Then how he was behind it and why he was behind it, and that apparently Skanky came in and like busted heads to
get the location of the family.
Yeah, and that's a scene I would have wanted to see because it would have been like a good catharsis to the whole rivalry thing. With Skanky's like, no, I don't care that I don't like you. You're being in you were stuck in a shitty situation where your family was kidnapped. That's a scene I would have wanted to see. I think that was a missed opportunity because then they could reconcile and all that jazz. We'll finish that arc. But I do like that they went with this person is a person from Nights Past, though even it's from the part of the past where he'd already stopped killing people.
Yeah, because that's one of the things he said is he hasn't killed anybody in over 100 years.
Yeah, and this was 80 or so years ago.
Yeah. Actually, I think it would have been like 72.
Yeah.
76,
80-ish.
Yeah.
Give or take. So yeah, I like that. That it's like literally his past coming up to catch you, because that's a nice thing. I like that. I like that in series in general. I like characters who have their past come back to torment them or whatever. Whether it's because they were like.
Isn't that this whole series?
Well,
I know. I'm in a direct way as opposed to
in a more direct way.
Yeah.
Than I was turning into a vampire. Now I'm trying to
now
do
he's
that.
just always sad about what happened in the past.
Yeah, no,
somebody
sad about
died. Who'd be dead anyway by
now. So yeah, I like that, but it wasn't a good job of that overall.
They've been loosey-goosey with some of the police work before, but in this one, they just fucking hand-wave it all to hell.
Oh, yeah.
They're just like, Skanky, go deal with it. I'm gonna go vampire around a bit.
Leave it or not. I never thought I could be so...
They shall forever know me as Sky Captain.
Captain of the Skies. Drink of blood.
It's like there was the A plot of the whole like the background, like you said with the James Hong stuff.
Yeah.
That was all pretty good by this show's standards. Because this show knew what it was immediately. Like the curve, it's like
it's not swingy.
No, it's not.
No.
But outside of that, everything was very wishy-washy. Well, not wishy-washy, but like they went through the motions on it.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
a lot of it.
Yeah. They went like, police work, immigration's involved, blah blah.
Yeah.
Vampire.
Yeah.
And
Skanky's in this one even less than he usually is.
And we're understaffed because reasons.
Yeah, that's a very throwaway line, too. It's like her budget got cut just so she could be mad in that particular scene.
Yeah. Just so she could be mad and then do like a girlfriend, I'm sorry, to him.
Yeah. I didn't mean to snap at you. I just had a bad day at work.
Yeah.
And they kiss and make up.
By the way, you originally had said it like it was a thing. I thought they were just going to end up having the episode be part of the Mortician crew.
That's why we said it at the time that it's.
I would have been much better with this is like an I Love Lucy episode with Skanky and Knight working in the morgue with them.
Well, I'm thinking like the assembly line gag, but like with corpses and like they're pull the guts out.
Knight puts his glove on dead dude's wang.
They open up the drawer and it's like the loaf of bread that comes out.
Dead bodies that just keep coming.
Yeah. I was thinking like the bit where the thing where they keep coming and she gets overwhelmed and she just crawls on the conveyor belt and just starts eating like the chocolates or whatever. But except it's night and it's blood. She's just like, there's too many. I gotta eat all these hearts.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's like, they just... A lot of the episode just kind of happens.
Yeah, it's... what do we have around 2? Where are we?
So, as is tradition, everything exists between
2 and 4?
2 and 6.
2 and 6 is where we at.
Yeah. And really, like, it's 2 episodes that are 2 and 3, and then 4 episodes that exist between 4.5 and 6.
What's that 2?
False Witness, the last episode.
Last episode. Is one worse or better? I mean... I'm already questioning some of her past ratings. I mean, I am too.
Oh, when have we ever questioned our past rating?
Well, we've established already that like our past selves are the worst.
Like, why is Dance by the Light of the Moon above False Witness?
Dance by the Light of the Moon. That's the one with the evil boobs.
One of the evil boobs.
Yeah, that was the first one, right?
Yeah.
The first of the evil boobs.
So far, there's been a pair of them.
I'm trying to think if this one is better or worse than that. Is it better than Dance by the Light of the Moon? Parts of it are.
It's like part of me is looking at like, I think it might be better than Dance by the Light of the Moon and worse than False Witness, which is mathematically impossible.
Is this where our plus and minus comes in?
It might be.
Or do we just have to have like a mid-season, like complete rejudging?
Well, it's like, it's like the plus is like if it's the part with James Hong.
Yeah, no, because he's been
and if it's not, then it's a hot carbo.
That kind of is the crux of it. Is that that's the real point of the episode, and everything else just seems.
Also, the other thing is like he is by far outacting everyone else.
Oh yeah, by miles, by miles. The line is a dot to him, as they say. Yeah, I think this is a plus minus situation where it's like a 1.8, but then it has like plus something for James Hong.
Well, you want a plus minus, so you want to put it at like.
No. I don't think it's a plus minus. I think it's just is James Hong on the screen. And then, yeah, there's a plus. I think that might be this. I think that might be the call. Because it only goes up. It doesn't really go down.
What about a smoking Jeanette?
I mean, that's
Going up the stairs.
I mean, that's part of like that's why it's as high as it is. I mean, in this episode, she's not a piece of shit for most of this episode,
Yeah.
which is unusual for her.
Yeah.
She like helps Knight on at least 2 occasions, and shows genuine concern for his well-being.
Yeah.
In her unscrupulous way, and that she wants him to be a vampire and feed on innocence, but in her own way, that's her advocating for his well-being. Because as she says, like every time, it's like, you're a vampire, you can't undo that.
Yeah.
You have to just live with it now. You're just making yourself suffer by fighting against it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's like 0.8 plus or minus, not plus or minus, plus 1 if James Hong.
I like how you keep dropping it. Like it was 1.8 a minute ago. Now you're just like 0.8.
Oh, did I say 0.8? I meant 1.8. Sorry, I meant 1.8.
It's just 0.008.
I meant 1.8.
So you're saying 1.8 plus the Hong factor.
Plus the Hong factor. Yes, that is what I'm saying. Pops up to a 2.8, which is higher than Dancing on the Light of the Moon, right?
No, 'cause that's a 3.
It's a 3. Oh, okay, sorry.
So what you need to do is you need to put
a little bit more.
so it's F with Hong in parentheses to a radical of 1.8.
then more than that. I'm not sure how much more.
It's the square root of nat to the Hong power.
Ah, jeez. Yeah. How much better do you think? Since you were saying that it's somehow better, it's both better than Dancing in the Moonlight, and worse than that. How much better is it?
It's better than Dance by the Light of the Moon, worse than False Witness, but False Witness is a 2.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So how much better is it than the Dance by the Light of the Moon?
that's a.
I'm not sure. You have some idea.
That's exactly 1 Hong better.
So are you just going to write Dance by the Light of the Moon plus Hong and just call it a day? The exclamation point question mark. Shrug emoji.
That's what it sounds like.
It sounds like it should.
Should it be it because Dancing by the Light of the Moon is 3, right?
Yes, that's a 3.
So is it like 3.5 better? Is it like 50% better than that?
But see, that feels too high for this rating.
So maybe it's like only 3.3.
Maybe make it maybe make it like a
3.2.
Or you could
be a 2 point something with a then Hong factor of to bump it over the 3 with the Hong factor.
Yeah.
So it could be like a what number should the Hong factor land it to?
Or do you want to call it a 3 point whatever with the the Hong vacuum, where if he's not on the screen,
Yeah. I mean, plus or minus is fine by me. I was saying with it's at 1.8, then plus above Dancing by the Light of the Moon.
and if you're going 1.8 and you're thinking 3.15, why not just say the honk factor is 1.2?
Here, I'm gonna make it.
Well, that's not enough, right? Because then it's exactly 3.
1.
Well, but he said, I don't know, 3.15 doesn't seems like it's too high. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's decimals between there.
Hold on. I'm writing the formula.
The formula for the Hong factor. Groundbreaking math. Front row to the newest.
Let's see. I'm gonna put it as a 1.99. So if it's right under false witness,
Okay.
and then
Like a lot of it's
it
does borrow.
there's a lot of similarity.
It does
going
borrow
on.
a lot, but it's kind of worse
Yeah.
because it doesn't focus on it quite as much. That aspect of it.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go plus let's say a 1 point what do you want?
1.3.
Let's go plus a 1.31 Hong factor.
Later on, we're gonna have to be like, oh yeah, this goes up. This episode definitely goes up by like a factor of Hong.
Well, this does open us to the to other factors like the skanky factor and the gnat factor.
Yeah. This episode had a little bit more gnat than usual.
Yeah.
A lot less skanky than usual.
Yeah. Skanky just yelling at a Chinese guy for most of it.
Yeah. For most of it. But yeah, I think it's good. Oh, so next episode.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, there are no other episodes with James Hong, so there will be no more Hong.
No.
No.
But we can keep that as like a unit of measurement.
Yeah, the factors are.
Okay.
They can be any factor.
So what did it?
The Savlaki factor.
What did it come up down to? Like 1.3 or something?
It's a 1.99. If it's just under the false witness.
No. But the Hong factor.
And then with the Hong factor, that goes up to a 3.3.
Okay.
I could really be a dick and make the 1.99 repeating so that it's just equal to it, but just nominally not.
Yeah.
So the next one is I Will Repay.
Which probably should have been the name for this one.
It does sound like it. Unless this is another person from his past out for revenge, which would be kind of annoying because then it'll be.
But this one was a massage therapist.
It'll be because then they just copy the last episode. Like that's just their formula. So we're copying the last episode.
Okay, so I'm reading this one from the wiki just because I have the wiki thing open.
Right.
So this is, I don't know if it's the same or different than the Wikipedia summary.
Okay.
But this one, after Nat's brother is fatally wounded by a gunman, she pleads with Nick to turn him into a vampire, thus giving him eternal life.
Ah. Funny.
Yeah. It's a...
I do like that. That is a good premise.
Yeah. Oh, and this one has a real... Not as long as the...
But
Not as long as Cherry Blossoms.
No, not as long as False Witness, but it's not just a series of pictures like Cherry Blossoms.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's a factor we should like factor in, not in our score, but just like how long is the detailed recap in the
more
wiki?
detailed the recap,
like,
the better
like,
the episode.
Yeah, how does that see if that
The better the episode, minus the honk factor.
The honk factor, if it's just a series of pictures, we might be in trouble. Because we don't have a honk to pull us out of this one.
Yeah. All right.